Hello everyone, it's Lindsay from the Vintage Button. I junk journal, I slow stitch, I do that as sustainably as possible, and today we are junk journal Julying and it's day number 10, packaging tag. So I've kind of nearly done this page. I've got one tag to do and I thought that would probably be plenty and I could explain what I've done because it's very easy what I've done. So watercoloured, two different kinds of green, splashed around on my page because all my pages are made out of old book pages or brown packaging page. So I've automatically got like lots of layers. I've put some of my not Caran d'Ache, so they are like water soluble crayons but they're not Caran d'Ache, around the outside there. This is a little bit from the Junk Journal July prompt list that, yes, we know has day 16 missing. There is a video all about that. If you let me know in the comments if you've not seen it, I'll post it to you. So I've just used like the side there, but it's been blown up a bit. I always print it off in lots of different sizes, and I do that at the beginning of the book just to sort of show what we're doing. In fact, I haven't ticked them off. I'll do that later. So here we are. I've done that. I've also taken some of the fabric that was on the spine here and I've put that there, and that's what inspired the green, was the spine. So we have this is the spine of the original dust cover to the book, so I'm going to put that in there like that as a tag. This is just a tag from a t-shirt that I've bought recently, so that's going to go in. Nothing doing to it because it's already in the theme of, like, you know, the seaside. So I need a third tag, and I thought as well we need something to stick on the front here, so let's do that one first. I've got a button made out of seashell, like abalone or something. There it is. It's got mother of pearl on the front. So I just have tied some of my embroidery floss and I'm just going to put that there. Really simple things. Really simple things. I think this is probably one of the most simple pages I've done. But because of the layers of things, I think it looks quite effective. So we're going to leave that there and we're going to put the book to one side because everything we need is in this basket. So we've got bits of Bee Happy. So this is a lamp from the Fussy Cut page, and this was it was like a sign on the Fussy Cut page. I think it stood like that, but I've cut it out completely, put it on its side and fussy torn the middle out, and then I've just added my own words of creative joy. I've noticed I need to put a dot on. A pen that worked 2 minutes ago doesn't work now. Got creative joy on it now. We'll put that back in the basket. We're going to put that back in the basket for a while, and this is a tag that we're going to use. Now this tag, I got some garden furniture recently and I got lots of tags off the garden furniture that look like this, and I'm quite amazed. I like it. So we're going to get this book page. Now this book page is book page that came with the book that we sort of used to make the journal, and I just want to put the book page onto the tag. Now if you don't have any tags, go in your kitchen and find some cereal box, or like the big long brown tag was just an envelope that comes through the post, you know, the cardboard envelopes. Make a tag shape. I particularly like these tags because they're an unusual shape that I wouldn't have naturally thought about. So I was all over them when we unpacked. There was some really good brown paper that I'm using in the journal actually, and these tags, and I think I was just as excited about that as I was for the outside furniture. But there we go. We got one of those sofas that, you know, like, they look like rattan but it's plastic, and there's cushions and whatnot. That's very nice. And we got that this year and then last year, but we never put it in the garden. I think it's because we bought it in the sale in September and it wasn't worth it, so it went and sat in the garage. And that's like one of those mosaic type patio sets, you know, like a little bistro table and 2 chairs, the sort of metal with a little mosaic tile top. It's quite neutral, it's quite nice actually. It kind of goes really well with the sofa, which was unintentional because we're all about we have this aesthetic, which is basically, it's a good job we like these sort of things because we never have money for new furniture. You know, we get a lot of stuff off Facebook Marketplace on the side of the road. That's in Cambridge in particular, you can get really nice things. Charity shops, all kinds of places is how I've sort of furnished our house. The only new things we buy basically are mattresses. That's probably the only new things we buy. Everything else is Facebook Marketplace really. So we just do that. So I like that. I like that a lot. That'll be nice to have that number there. Let me just find where the hole is. Now I could get my crocodile in. I'm going to put some brown on the back, but I don't think you need to see that really because it's not. It's the front that we're interested. But just trust there'll be some brown paper on the back. There we go. That all has done that. Relatively okay. Okay, so we've got our base. We're going to watercolour the base and then we are going to add, I was just thinking I need a bit of paper so that I don't mess up my desk. My desk's already very messed up, but I think you know what I mean. Alright. I'm going to be really simple about this really. I've got this dark blue, so I used like that one and that one for the page before, so I'm just really going to go in with a dark blue. I want to think about, there was an effect I did on yesterday's page. Needed the right orientation first, Lindsay. So I don't want the paint to go sort of, we could probably make a bit of a, then get in with some water and then build it up. Like that really. So it's kind of glowing. I'm going to put some gold there. Alright. Let's have that as a line. I've no idea when it comes to watercolour. I've always used it in junk journals because it's a really quick way of getting colour onto a page. You know, like it's been something that's been a go-to, and I remember I got a really cheap palette. I think it was from The Works, which is like a cheap hobby and bookshop in the UK. What more of that? So it is really useful. This is nice watercolour though that I intend to teach myself how to. I want to draw flowers and bits and pieces. I think I want to draw things and paint them and then cut them out and then put them in my journals. Kind of almost like creating my own printables. Now, I think I want to let that dry and then I want to go over the edges a little bit with some water and then I'm going to let it dry again, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to turn the camera off while I heat gun it and then I'll show you what I mean. So I'm getting some water. Is that too watery? I don't know. I don't know if this is what, oh yeah it is. It's kind of, I just want to soften this edge. So I'm not going to be able to take it away completely. I just want to soften the edge. Like that, and then what we might do is dry it again and then go back in with the dark colour and really darken it up. Yeah, and when I darken it up, it'll just be on the outside here. It won't be in that bit. Let's do that here now. If it works, then woohoo! So this is no distress sprays or anything. Well, I will do actually. I could not, I don't have to use distress sprays. Should we see if we can do it without the distress sprays? Just using the watercolor. Oh, look at that. That's really nice. That's kind of what I was thinking. With the colour a bit. Right then, I'm going to dry that. Okay, I put a little extra layer, so there's now like 3 layers of blue. I love it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to get another brush and we're going to put some gold in the middle, like quite a thick lot of gold, and then sort of blend it out. I'm going to dry it, and then I have my gold tempera stick and my gold pastel, and we're going to sort of make an effect. I'm making this up as I go along, so it may go wrong, it may not, we don't know. This is the whole point for me, this is the whole point of Junk Journal July, is that I get to practice things and I get to play and experiment and learn. I learn stuff. So this, I can't remember where these are from. They, there was a local art shop in my town centre, and I was very sad that it kind of closed. We used to go there. I mean, we weren't in there every week, but we were there, like, you know, every month or so. But it is the way of of things, it seems like. But it's really nice pigmented metallic paint. I have to lay this up. I don't mind if there's a bit of blue in it, because there's blue in it. That's kind of... It's kind of curving up as well. That's okay, I don't mind that either. So let's overlap. There'll be some softening, because the pastels will do some softening as well. Right, I'm going to dry that and do a layer. See you in a moment. Okay, so here we go. I just softened the edge with a bit of like water on my brush, so that's like nice transition. So I'm going to go in now with oil pastel, and this is my thinner version. Oh, I forgot to see my bigger one. I've got bigger ones and smaller ones. They're just different sets. They're all the same thing. So I want to just concentrate on the, oh yeah, on the outside there, just to bring that blend. Oh, I like even the way it's rippling like that. That's nice. Can go over as well with this. Those edges and transitions. Wasn't quite dry. It doesn't matter, it's going to get covered up. I'm going to get some of my napkin. So if you watch my videos, you know that I use napkins quite a lot for kind of making elements in my journals. And I always have lots of napkin leftovers, the backs and stuff. Oh yeah, that's exactly. And I'm just going to spread it out. You could use your finger. Doesn't have to be the napkin. If you're like me, you've got loads of them hanging about. Just a little bit there I want to make sure we've covered. There we go. It's about. So now we have our little elements. I think I'm going to go just soften the very edges with a little tiny touch of this. Not a lot, I'm going to wipe it back just to sort of get it so that this is glowing a bit as well. Nearly there. Such a simple little tag. Go, it's fully sort of sitting in its glow. We have creative joy. Okay. Get it glued on. I hope you're all enjoying Junk Journal July. I'm enjoying it. I always do. I feel a little bit of pressure to get stuff done and other stuff done, but once I get into my flow, I remember it's not about getting stuff done. It's about creative joy. And that's what that's what my hope is for Junk Journal July for you, is that you'll get that kind of sense of joy from it, even if you're just watching the videos, or you just, you know, like I said, like in other videos, you don't have to make a full journal to join in. You could just make some ephemera, make a page in your existing journal. It's all about that creative joy and doing whatever gives you and brings you that creative joy. Okay. I'm going to pause it one last time, and what I'm going to do is put the brown paper on the back, and the I've got some like gardening twine to put through, and then you get to see the finished thing, and we'll pop it into the journal and we'll see what it looks like. Quite excited by it though. Right, I'll be back in a minute. So here it is, in all of its glory. Oh, do you know, I think that might be my most favourite tag so far. It's quite a simple thing. If you don't have that exact kind of blue colour in your watercolours, add a little bit of black, play around with your colours, gold paint, yellow paint and a gold stick, or what, you could use your sprays. If you have your sprays, you'd get the same kind of effect, because I use sprays with that, and I use the pastel and the temper stick, but the majority of that is the sprays really. But I think it's an improvement. I don't know, I'll keep doing it. I was going to put the little white stars on, and I thought, no, I'm going to let the blue and the gold talk. So I've got a bit of creative joy out of some rubbish, basically. Most of this journal is made out of rubbish, and that's fine. I hope you've enjoyed it. I will talk to you soon with soft pencil slow line. Interesting prompt. See you then. Bye bye. Oh, I forgot to mention, Bee Happy Stationery. All of this stuff is from Bee Happy Stationery. I know if you've been with me for the past 9 days, you'd know that. But I just thought I would mention it. You can find all of the printables that I've used and the prompt sheet over at her Ko-fi. It's all in the description, as well as details of other wonderful creators who are doing Junk Journal July as well. So head along to that, and yeah, I really am going to go now. Bye bye.